All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here. Hopefully you guys can hear me. All righty. Hey, game two. KT wins. They move on. Doosan ties or wins, and they move in. First pitch is in there. First strike. Welcome to the playoffs. None of you were here yesterday. All right, the 0-1 pitch to Kim Min Hyuk looks at strike one at the bottom of the zone. It's 0-2. Chae Sung-young on the mound. He has pitched well in the last month. I talked about it a little bit in my preview video. He's pitched 405 in 3 starts here in September. I guess technically it's not September anymore. It's October. So how is he going to pitch? He has played in the playoffs before, so it's not like it's his first time. 8 games, 4.20 ERA, or sorry, 4.2 innings in those 8 games. So this is his first start in the playoffs. And the 1-2 that's going to be chopped to the shortstop. It hits the edge of the grass, dies, but that's one away. Hits right off the edge of the grass in the infield and just falls down, but Kim Jae-ho is able to make the play over at shortstop, and 1 away. That's going to bring up it's all right. Yeah, you only really needed to watch the first inning of yesterday's game, and that would have been enough. Rojas steps in. He is my key to the KT way as he looks in. Rojas 1 for 4 yesterday. Not fantastic, but again, in the SSG game, 2 huge home runs against left-handed pitchers. He was 2 for 3, 292 on the season against them. How will he do today? Again, Rojas and Jared Young are the 2 keys on the offensive side for these 2 teams. With Yang Yi-ji out for Doosan, it's going to be even bigger. Is just goes foul, and it's 1-2. Spent all morning getting my preview video out, and I thought it would take like 2 hours because I had plenty of work done. Well, he can catch. He just can't swing the bat. Apparently, is what it seems like. Is that's gonna be a shot to the Hong Young-min over at third. The throw and goes away as Rojas is gonna run over to second base. As the throw was not very good at all, and Yang Sung-won, he just made a sign to have him look at the play. I don't know what he's having him look at. He's saying, I guess he's the 3 foot. Why the hell is the 3 foot line important in a game, in a ball hit to the third baseman? Like he was inside the line, but that's just stupid. He's gonna call. He's gonna be out. But I think it's a stupid thing. He hit his hand. Did he stick his hand out? Almost looks like he stuck his hand out at Yeah. Well, he was inside the 3 feet line, but it looks like he hit his glove. Yeah, they're gonna. I'm pretty sure they're gonna call him out. Yeah. And so that'll go down as a 5-3 instead of an error. That is rough. He's saying, "Don't go out there. You're gonna get kicked out." Yeah. So he's calling for interference because he hit his glove with his hand. I was trying to figure out why they're not giving an explanation. And I still think that guy looks like the Korean John Goodman, man. All right. Well, now we've got 2 away, and here we go. It looks like the old Alex Rodriguez. Chung Sang-woo is not going out to hit. Look at this. The umpire's literally going in the dugout after the manager. The man and the first and the third or not the third baseman, but the catcher just stuck his arm out to block the umpire. The KBO umpires once again show that they know damn nothing about actually being an umpire. Like literally trying to go in the dugout at the KT manager. The game, yeah, I would put the game under protest too. All right. All right. Well, Chae-sung Ho or Chae-sung Young,
너무 감사합니다.
beg me, call me. So now he's been sitting out there. 8 pitches get through, and there he goes with a strikeout at the bottom of the zone. I definitely see the reason for the call. I think I don't think the 3 feet line should be in play when the ball is hit past the pitcher. Like there's no that's absolutely stupid. It's the third baseman who just made a piss poor throw. It shouldn't be on the defender or the offensive guy to run around the throw, as that's a single right back up the middle. After all of that, we still got some offense, as Jang Sung-woo gives a dirty look to the first base umpire. KT leading the league in dirty looks to people that have no reason to give dirty looks to. They do have it's mainly led by the first 2 teams. The first 2 guys on the team are leading the league by multiple dirty looks. Wang Jae-gyun and Jang Sung-woo, the third baseman and the catcher. But Kong Ko is now going to step in, and he was on base 3 times yesterday. 2 for 3 yesterday. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Fouls the first one off, and it's 0-1. So... And there's the ball one. In his career, he's 308 versus Chae Sung-young. Chae Sung-young against left-handers actually gives up more hits to left-handers than he does to right-handers. Yeah, they keep well because he stuck his hand out there, and he normally he'd be on first. Actually, he'd be on second right now. All right, the 2-1 pitch to Kong Ko. Swing. He swung so hard he lost his helmet, had a seat, had to think about what he just did there, and he'll get back up. Rethink his what's going on. Again, you got 2 guys that definitely are trying to hit grand slams as leadoff batters. With Kong Ko and Yang Sung-wan, both of them in the off-season work. I believe they're extras in the ballet version of the Nutcracker. And the 2-2, that's strikeout looking. And that'll be it for KT in the top of the first. They've now gone 9 straight innings without a run. They had again, they had 5 hits in the first game, in the first inning yesterday. Then the rest of the game they had 1 hit. So can they get the offense going at all is the question. So Chae Sung-young is gonna have to be able to go 5 innings. The Doosan bullpen was used pretty rough yesterday. Obviously not completely worn out because Balazovic ended up pitching 4 innings. Call me if you are you in Korea or outside of Korea? Look in the if you look in the description of the video, it'll tell you. You just go to SOOPlive.com and thank you for the the geography lesson. Yeah, so just go into the description. It'll tell you SOOPlive.com, SOOPlive.com. They have the international broadcasting rights for the KBO. But Benjamin out on the mound now, lefty versus lefty today. It'll be what everybody is talking about on this fine holiday here in Korea. Lefty versus lefty. Benjamin not having a good season compared to previous season. Again, I talked about this in the preview. Hopefully you watched the preview show. If you didn't, I don't know why you didn't. It's the greatest English preview show for the KBO, and it's been voted on by me and only me. But he has not pitched well during the day either. Did you vote for me at least? SOOPlive.com, SOOPlive.com. All right, Jung Soo-bin will lead things off. He had himself, he was on base a couple times yesterday, swings and ropes that into the upper deck there. Yes, that's 2 votes for me. I win. All right, Jung Soo-bin, leadoff batter, center fielder, all around great guy apparently, as that's way up high, 1-1. Benjamin against Doosan this year, 8.18 ERA. He's just not been able to get it going today against any team really all season, except for the really bad teams like Hanwha. and Kium. Outside of them, he really doesn't. He hasn't pitched extremely well. Yeah, he has. You know, with KT being able to score as many runs as they can, it helps. Obviously, is that's going to be a chopper up to Benjamin. The toss to first and one away. Loving the old PFP. Some pitchers fielding practice. Those dang foul poles. Benjamin trying to build up on yesterday's Cuevas game. Cuevas yesterday, 6 innings, 9 strikeouts, 4 hits. Kim Jae-ho steps in, 250 on this wild card, as that's in there for a strike. 0-1. Oh, yesterday, I really hate how they just change. They don't like, oh, we've played one game of baseball. Let's not put the season stats because those don't matter. And that's in there for a strike. 0-2. All right, the 0-2 pitch to Kim Jae-ho, the second or shortstop, as he lifts that one up. Second baseman Oh Yoon-suk outs under it and 2 away. There's 2 quick outs with 7 pitches for Benjamin. The KT bullpen is fairly rested. Again, this is a elimination game, so everybody is ready to pitch. All right, Jared steps in, first pitch swinging, foul. 0-1. Jared was my offensive key for Doosan. Again, against left-handed hitters, left-handed pitchers, he's hitting .396 on the season. He's hit 4 home runs and 48 at-bats, slugging .771 against left-handed pitching. And Benjamin has given up more home runs than any other pitcher in the league with 28. So that is low. 1-1. Da 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 da. All right, the 1-1 pitch sets up on the outside. It chops that one. Foul. 1-2. Yesterday, Jared was 1 for 4. He lined out to the first baseman in his first at bats with runners on first and seconds. Also, a single through the hole over there on the right side. Also, one of the guys that's probably benefits quite a bit from not allowing a shift, as he is a very pull happy guy. And right there, he's just gonna look at the pitch right down the middle. Ay, ay, ay. All right. Well, 1, 2, 3 for Benjamin. That's how you start a game, ladies and gentlemen. And we'll see. We'll go. Let me fix that there. Yeah, he watched it the whole way. Those stupid robots. Benjamin cruising through with 11 pitches in that first inning. He will... Park Young-hyun, the KT closer, has pitched in the last 2 days. He pitched 1.1 innings against SSG, and he also pitched yesterday 1 inning, pitched the 9th inning for KT yesterday. So how is he going to be able to play? Is he going to be able to pitch? Obviously, it doesn't matter what happens here. Tomorrow is a day off. Then they'll get back to playing the old baseball game on Saturday and Sunday. Should be 2 p.m. games on both days, I believe. So that's great for you guys living outside of Korea, as a little friendlier to the old time schedules and the sleep schedules. Sprites. I love the fact that you guys get to watch the Korean commercials also. I don't think you guys got used to be able to watch the Korean commercials. Get all that flipped and situated. All right, OJL will lead things off for KT. Yesterday, an RBI single, a 163 double play, and then I fly out to left, and that one is way up and in. There's lots of things that are not going to exist in 200 years, including you and I. So yesterday, did they really give him a double on that? No. All right. The 1-0 pitch in there for a strike, 1-1. Yeah, I think you can, man. You just got, or you gotta get those healthy ones. And the 1-1 pitch, and that's fouled away, out of play. OJL giving souvenirs to all the fans over on the KT side. Me too, man. Me too. All right, the 1-2 pitch lifts up and goes upstairs, but doesn't chase. 2-2. We'll see if they go back down and away. Gotta get my my stats here. There we go. Chae-Sung Young, as he goes inside, fouls that one away, stays at 2-2. Fastball slider guy. Fastball 142. Throws it 50% of the time. Welcome, Mary Kate. Then slider, forkball, and curveball, as that curve is slowly fouled away. KT definitely wants to get that pitch count up. Chae-Sung Young doesn't really go deep into games. Again, he's played in 12 games this year, but he's only started 6. He started the last 6 games because Doosan really has no starters. Kwok Bin is pretty much the only starter, and he started yesterday and got 1 inning as that's lifted to Jung Soo Bin in center field and 1 away. So Doosan, lots and lots of injury issues on the season. Alcantara looks like a wily vet. I think he was born in 2001 or something. Yeah, 2001. Is that a good thing, Mary Kate? All right. Oh Yun Suk, 293 on the season. Fouls, that's 1 away. 0-1. Yeah, so Chae-Sung Young, mainly fastball 50% of the time. He's going to throw a fastball. Then the slider 25% of the time. And then mixes in forkball and a curveball at the other 2 spots. As that's in the dirts. 1-1. So, Oh Yun Suk yesterday, sacrifice bunts that did absolutely nothing. Then you also had 2 strikeouts and a walk, and that's a swing and a miss there. 1-2 now. I wonder how these certain guys feel when they lose their spot. They have all kinds of postseason experiences. That's going to be a ground ball. 6-3, 2 away. Yep. They'll play KT on, or sorry, LG on Saturday. I need to check and see what time they play though. And fouled away. So Wong Jae-gyun on the season, 260. Yesterday, a fabulous day if you're a Doosan fan. He was 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts looking and a 4.63 double play to end an inning with the bases loaded. As that's a fly ball to right, and a 1-2-3 inning goes the KT Wiz, and we've got 1 hit so far today. This is gonna be another. Yeah, I don't even watch that though, Kenny. And normally, again, I might have told you about this, but normally, like whenever the postseason, when the season finishes, I'm like, because Hanwha's done. They Hanwha never makes the playoffs except once every 20 years. So my nights free up, but this year streaming all of the playoff games, which means my off season doesn't start until Halloween, I guess. All right. We'll see what's going on. Should be coming back. Hopefully they don't do the old late every single time. Haimuru. Trying to figure out how to hold his flag. There you go, Kenny. You're set. You don't need to worry about the old Lotte Giants. You can follow a different Giants team. Kim Jae-won steps in, looks at strike 1. First inning, 11 pitches, including, let me get it up there for you, ladies and gentlemen, the old backwards K to Jared. And the 0-1 bounces that one in the dirt. It's 1-1. Kim Jae-won yesterday had himself a hitch. He did, ladies and gentlemen. He had himself a hitch. Yesterday, there was only 1 extra base hit all day. That was the last hit of the day, as Ha Kyung-min was able to hit a double to move Kim Jae-won over to second and third with 2 outs, but they were not able to get them in. Kim Jae-won now looking at the old 0-2. He had 2 strikeouts yesterday, a strikeout swinging and a strikeout looking, and that's going to be a chopper to the second baseman. Backhands it, throws, and 1 away. Sorry about that. All right. Oh, next up, Yang Sung-wan, 0 for 4 yesterday. Did everything. He struck out swinging. Thank you, Sierra. He struck out swinging. He grounded out to the shortstop. He flew out to the left fielder, and he popped up to the first baseman. And that misses 1-0. So 246 on the season. He has not hit well in the playoffs, though. Yesterday, 0 for 4. As that catches the... Oh, didn't catch the outside. I'm surprised at that. It looked like it was a strike, but they called it a ball. Again, KBO uses robot umpires, so no need to argue the call. It's all done mathematically. And the 2-0, that one is definitely in there for a strike at the top of the zone. 2-1. Cuevas looking on, still in uniform. He's ready to pitch again. Big game Benjamin out on the mound now for KT. All right, the 2-1 pitch pops him up. Third baseman coming forward, running under it, Swang Jae-gyun, and 2 away. He is now 0 for 5 in this series. All right, that's going to bring up Kang Seung-ho. The second baseman yesterday, Kang Seung-ho, also did not hit well. 0 for 4 yesterday with 2 strikeouts, 2 groundouts to the shortstop. Is he going to ground out here? Let's find out. The definitely rain in the forecast. It is actually raining right outside my window right now. Hopefully it's not bothering anybody. But first pitch in there for a strike. So the rain has luckily stayed down towards Daejeon, which is where I am at, which is where Hanwha plays. But up north at Seoul, it is not going to make it there, and that's fouled away. Thank you. Yeah, there's a big band of it going through, but it looks like it's not going to go past Suwon. Suwon is where KT actually plays, just south of Seoul. I got to give you guys a geography lesson since you let me know that Canada was not in Korea. I had to repay the geography. So that is fouled away. 11 pitches in the first inning for Benjamin. He's at 11 now for this inning, and 22-23 coming up. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is another strikeout. He is absolutely just deciding he's going to strike out the third batter in each inning. And we will go to the third inning now. Benjamin picking up where Cuevas left off. 23 pitches now as he throws 12 whole pitches that inning. Mary Kate, your heart is in Korea. I know what I need. I need to get rid of all of this KBO merchandise and get a map back there. That's what I need. A good old mappy map. Mappy. All right. Let's see. Coming in now. Bae Jung-dae, the center fielder, yesterday an RBI single. Then he was later sponsored by the letter K as he struck out 3 times after his RBI single in the first. I've been trying to find a Hyundai Unicorns uniform for I don't know how long. All right. We should be coming back. I think we're going to be back before them. Boom. Perfect timing. All right. Kang Seung-yong back out on the mound. 17 pitches in the first inning. 13 pitches in the second inning. 30 pitches together for those of you that struggle with the math. That kid is dominating some KFC. There probably is, Mary Kate. All right. But I don't think you get to draft them. I think teams get to draft them. All right. That's outside. Ball 1. That's why I want to build my my uniform collection. I really do want to get that KT Wiz 80s pixelated one. The problem is some of these teams, they don't allow custom names and numbers, and that's one of the things is I want my custom name and number on them. Is that's in there for strike on the outside, 1 and 2. Yeah, I tried to get. I was gonna get one off of what was it, Yahoo Love. The old website, but then they got shut down once Corona happened, and now we're stuck watching Baejung Dae not do anything as he stares, and that is 4 straight strikeouts for Baejung Dae as he has, again, since his opening game RBI single, he has now struck out 4 straight times. But Shim Yoo-jun steps in now, looks at ball 1 to low, and it's 1-0. And the 1-0 pitch in there for a strike on the outside. He has got them guessing, and they are not guessing very well. And the 1-1, that's going to be a foul. Thought that was going to be extra bases. I was so excited to see another extra base hit finally. Shim Yoo-jun yesterday 0 for 3, still looking for his first hit. Trying to think, Kim Min-hyuk was on base. Everybody was on base yesterday for KT, as that is turned and ripped as it bounces around, and security guy kicks it to the man, and he's got himself a souvenir. All right, the 1-2 pitch now from Chae Sung-young. And that's going to be a ground ball. Shortstop grabs it, throws, and 2 away. We are having ourselves a lovely little day of catch. Apparently, nobody's going to the batting cages. All right, that's going to move it back to the top of the lineup for KT. Kim Min-hyuk steps in. He grounded out to the shortstop in his first bat. Man, I really don't like Kia because their defense is so bad and their bullpen is so bad. But man, they can score so many runs that it's hard to not pick them. Kim Min-hyuk 0 for 3 yesterday with a walk and then a sacrifice. 0 for 1 today, makes him 0 for 4 on the series. But that is a liner to the center fielder and 3 away. 1, 2, 3, they go again, and we will head to the bottom of the third. It's a god-awful boring game. Winnipeg Blue Bombers. Well, Mary Kate, you just answered one of my questions I've had. I wondered where the heck you were, where in Korea, or where in Canada you were. Oh yeah, Kenny, I can only imagine. The old mother-in-law would just be absolutely... I want to know what you pick. Thank you, thank you. Well, you already told us you took Doosan. Like, we knew that. See, I'm a point of order. You should have just said I took the Bears, Brewers, and Buccaneers. Is what you should have said. Sparkle, you got any 10 centers going today? Those are the ones I like to hear about. Those are the fun ones. All right, Benjamin back out on the mound. All right, Hog Young Min looks at first pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. And Hog Young Min yesterday, 2 for 4 with the only extra base hit yesterday, a single and a double in his last 2 at-bats, and looks at ball 1 yesterday, 2 for 4, a strikeout, a fly out to center, and then the 2. Thank you, Mon. All right, here we go, and that's going to be a ground ball to the third baseman. Grabs it, throws in time, and 1 away. Is Wang Jae-gyun over there at third base kind of bobbled it a little bit, but was able to make the play. Right off the heel of the glove. All right, Kim Gi-yeon steps in. He's the backup catcher who's been forced into full-time duties as Yang Yi-ji is, and he is on the roster, but and he did catch an inning yesterday, maybe 2, but being that he cannot swing a bat, he's kind of they have to carry 3 catchers now, and that's it. All right, the 0-2 outside, 1-2. Kim Gi-yeon yesterday, 2 at-bats, 0 for 2, 278 on the season. Former LG backstop as they brought him to give Yang Yi-ji some breaks. As that's going to be a single, and Benjamin is no longer perfect, no longer got a no-hitter going. And Doosan has a base runner. That's going to bring up Jo-soo Hang with 1 out and a runner on first. Jo-soo Hang yesterday, 0 for 3, reached on an error and then stole a base, but wasn't able to bring his way home. Talked about it yesterday. Very important is the catcher behind the plates for KT, as he is not good. As that one misses. Jo-soo Hang, 265 on the season. Absolute just ripping through the bases after he gets on as he fakes the bunt, pulls it back. Did he go? Peel down to third, still waiting. Yeah, he did go, apparently. Ooh. You could say he offered at that, yeah. All right, here comes the 1-1 pitch. Benjamin from the stretch. Wang Jae-gyun in on third, and that's in there for a strike. Wait, why was that that was 100% a strike. Did they call that? Oh, they didn't call. They decided to change that. They changed that second call and said he didn't go, that he brought the bat back. So now it is a 3-1 count. Wang Jae-gyun is still in on the grass. He's wearing his aerodynamic, super way too tight baseball pants. I have no idea what that means, so no. All right, the 3-1. That's in the middle of the zone. It's 3-2. First full count of the day, ladies and gentlemen. First full count of the day. Let's all celebrate. All right, here comes the 3-2 pitch. Benjamin, 1 out. pitch number 36, pitch number 13 of this inning. Kim Gi-yeon on first base. He does not have speed, as that is a big strikeout looking. That was massive. Wow. Like I said earlier, Benjamin decided that he is just going to strike out the third batter in every single inning. Third batter in the first inning, third batter in the second inning, third batter in the third inning, and now we've got Jung-Soo Ben steps in. He is 0 for 1. Jumps out of the way of that, and it's 1-0. Yesterday, 2 for 4. Today, 0 for 1 with a ground ball back to the pitcher in his first at-bat. All right, here comes the second pitch, and right down the middle, literally middle, on the 140 fastball. Benjamin, fastball 146, basically 3 pitches. 146 with his fastball 40% of the time, slider 130 about 30% of the time, and the cutter 138 about 24% of the time. Also mixes in a curve every once in a while, but mainly he's just those 3 pitches. Oh, the 2-1 pitch to Jung-Soo Ben, having himself another solid season, as that's going to be a 6-4 inning-ending groundouts, and they get a hit finally, but nothing to go with it, and that will move us to the 4th inning, ladies and gentlemen. This game is going quick. We have got ourselves a lovely game of zeros. 0 for you and 0 for me, 0 for every. Pretty good at freestyling, if I do say so myself. I should hook you guys up with my SoundCloud. "40 pitches for Benjamin, 3 strikes. Well, you know, unless you're golfing, right? Unless you're golfing. Not any day, Sparkle. Maybe I'll might have to get the old clubs going again. Take my position at the golf zone and indoor screen golfing. All right, what do we got here? We're going to have Rojas leading things off for KT. All right. Frisbee golf? I can honestly say I've never been frisbee golfing. The goot. Oh, there you go, Chills. It is looking good until the bullpens come in. But again, these guys do have good quality bullpens, so it's not like you're watching Kiwoom versus Lotte bullpen games, as that's in there for a strike. But it doesn't matter if you never have to get to the bullpen, because anyway, Rojas 5-3 ground out slash. Does it go down as a 5-3 ground out? Because I mean, I guess it was a 5-3. Yeah, there they go. They play it. Says the throw goes up the line. He hits the glove with his hand, and like they called interference. All right, here comes the 1-1 pitch. and pops him up, but it gets out of play as Rojas gives the old Doosan fans a extra souvenir for the game to go home with. Why is that? I can't imagine you being angry. All right, the 1-2 pitch to Rojas. And that misses upstairs, 0-2. And that is lifted to the outfield, under, and 1 away. I can't root for the Bears, man. I just can't do it. Nobody ever has to worry about finding Rojas in a dark room with those neon colors. All right, the slow roller pitcher grabs it and takes him himself over at first base. That goes down as a 1 on the old scorebook, but I believe that deserves. I believe he might be trying out for the Olympic team after that play. Off the mound, grabs it, and realizes that the guy that hit it is putting out piss poor efforts, and decides just to run to the bag himself, and it's 2 away. That's going to bring up Kong Baeko. Kong Baeko struck out looking back in the first inning to end the first. And the first pitch catches the outside, 0-1. Jang Sung-woo or says he weighs 220. I'm going to call BS, as that is in the dirt's 1-1. Says he's 187 and 100 kilos is the official report. Yeah. I don't believe that. And the 1-1, that is upstairs. 2-1. All right. The 2-1 pitch. And that's going to be a grounder right to the shortstop, who's playing right next to the bag. And another 1, 2, 3 inning. And we will go to the bottom of the 4th. Yeah. Yeah, you put, that's the that's the after scale right there. Yeah, I'm not guessing 100 kilos. Because if we take a look at the Doosan catcher, Doosan's catcher's 106 is what he's listed at. That's 233. But he's listed at 178 centimeters, which is about 5'10". 5'10", 230. If that guy's 5'10", 230, he has zero muscle. Absolutely zero. And if the KT catcher is 6'2" and 220 pounds, he also has negative muscle. But, well, doesn't matter anyway, because we're here for some just regular old baseball, and Kim Jae-ho will lead things off for Doosan. Should be about, what kind of cruise? Are you going to do, like an Alaskan cruise? I don't know. Good day, Roberto. God day, good day. I'm going to say good day anyway. Well, okay. Kim Jae-ho steps in, fouls that off of his foot, and it's 0-1. You going to be gone the whole month of March? Or just the first half, just the second half? And the 0-1 pitch to from Benjamin pops him up, but it's out of play, and that's 0-2. Benjamin, 40 pitches through the first 3 innings there. Did give up 1 single in the last inning. Yeah, you got to reschedule that. You got to take that cruise at the beginning of March so that you don't miss the opening weekend, man. As that's in the dirt's 1-1. And he sticks the bat out. Rojas over, waves his arm. Everyone can see it, as that is 1 away. Opening day is the 22nd. Last year, or I guess technically this year, earliest opening day on record, and they said we can do better. As Jared chops that right at the first baseman, and that's 2 away. That is a goal, sir. All right, third batter of the inning coming up, which means it's time for Benjamin's inning strikeouts. First inning, second inning, third inning, all 3 innings. The third batter of the inning was struck out, and he starts him with a strike. Yeah, I'm still curious. Obviously, I'm gonna have to be curious until maybe February or so about what they're gonna do for Hanwha season ticket holders. As the 0-1 swing and a miss, and it's 0-2 as that drops out of the bottom of the zone. I didn't like the U.S. The 0-2 pitch sticks the bat out, but fouls that away. I actually took me forever to get here because they couldn't get my documents because the U.S. government sucks at everything. All right, Chasen Young warming up in the little bullpen for the 5th inning. Benjamin out on the mound now. The 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and he does it again, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, third batter for all 4 innings has gone down via the K. And we will go to the 5th inning. This is fantastic. I actually, whenever I was back home, was it back home? No, it was before I ever moved here. I drove like 35 minutes to go to the Asian market and bought some and threw it in my Subway cup and went to the bowling alley to do some rolling with the dudes. And yeah, it was not good. It was not good then. It's not good now. At least now they have some flavored stuff that makes it at least tolerable. But sure. Welcome, Nick. I don't know if you've been hanging out in the background. All right. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got here? All right, OJL will lead things off for the KT Wiz, and that's going to be first pitch, a 4-3 ground out, and he is now retired. The last 11 batters he has faced gave up the single to Jang Sung-woo, and 11 straight he has retired. Warming up is that Young Ha, I believe. Yep, Young Ha slowly getting warmed up. We'll see what happens. He's only at 52 pitches. 10 pitches in his last at bat. He's gone down each inning. Oh Yoon Suk steps in there for a strike. 17 pitches in the first inning, 13, and then 11, and then 10, and now can he get it into the single digits? Benjamin just threw 9 pitches in his last inning. And the 0-1 misses outside, 1-1. Yeah, I saw that. I was like, oof. And there was at one point like 20 something in the vertical too, as that's fouled away, 1-2. Well, there's a lot of them here. Believe it or not, you can find lots of Korean women in Korea. All right, the 1-2 pitch to Oh Yoon Suk. For the series. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a hit. Ladies and gentlemen, we have offense. We have offense. Is his first hit of the series, as he is now 1 for 4. We have offense, ladies and gentlemen. We have a runner on base via a ball hitting a bat, or a bat hitting a ball, depending on how you look at it. But that's going to bring up Wang Jae-gyun. And he fouls. That's one back and out of play. The last time Wang Jae-gyun came up with a runner on first, well, he hit into a he hit into a 4-6-3 double play to end the bases loaded threats back in the 8th inning of yesterday's game. All right, here comes the 0-1 pitch, Wang Jae-gyun, and they check over on Oh Yoon Suk over at first. I'm sure you're all wondering what kind of speed Oh Yoon Suk has. Well, I can tell you this, he is faster than me, but he is not faster than the ball, because he is 0 for 1 on the season on stolen base attempts. And another check over as he dives back in. He is 11 for 15 in his career, I believe, is what I read earlier. Yes. 11 for 15 in his career, his 10-year career. All right. Well, I'll see you over the weekend then, Sparkle, as that one is lifted. Jared under it, and 2 away. Well, if again, because this is the wild card Korean version, if there's a tie after 12 innings, Doosan wins the series. As crazy as that seems, Doosan can win the series without ever winning a game. All right, the center fielder will step in, Bae Jung-dae. Again, 4 straight at-bats with a strikeout for Bae Jung-dae as they check over on first base again. Bae Jung-dae 0 for 1 on the day, struck out looking in his first at-bats. And a swing and a miss there, 0-1. The first backwards K is for Kang Bae Ko, and second one is for Bae Jung-dae. 2 strikeouts on the day for the left-hander. 24-year-old. He's going to check over again. Yep. Saw his movement in his legs, telegraphing that throw over to first. Don't be any more obvious, old man. He needs a new ball. Been holding on to that one for a long time. All right. And lays off of it. Why are you asking if he went? Like, it wasn't even close. He didn't even break the back plane of it with that. So 1-1 pitch now. Pitch number 61. Pitch number 10 of this inning, as he is apparently not going to get out of it with outs going into double digits. What up, Ace? And slides back in. Maybe he can get out of it just throwing 9. He's probably thinking what I'm thinking. And he's like, I threw 17 pitches, then 13 pitches, then 11 pitches, then 10 pitches. The only way to keep going down is if I pick this guy off at first. Not. I mean, will they score? Yeah, a run eventually. Is that's going to be deep in the hole. Kim Jae-ho is not going to be able to make a throw. As ladies and gentlemen, we've got more offense. We've got more offense. That's 2 hits in 1 inning, ladies and gentlemen. 2 hits in 1 inning. They have now tripled their hits for the game. And you didn't watch my prediction, I don't think. My preview. And it's okay, I got it up late, but the Doosan manager is probably one of the worst managers in the league. As they're going to have a little mound visit here. And that'll be it for him. Lee Young-ha will come in as, yeah, they're just ready to give another guy a chance here. We'll have our first pitching change. I believe Lee Young-ha will come in. So runners on to first and the seconds with 2 outs. I think KT will win just because of the fact that I think it's gonna come down to manager decisions, and I think KT's manager is just better than Doosan's. And if you talk to any Doosan fan, they will tell you the same. They do not want this manager. They don't think he can do anything. So the advantage obviously is Doosan is, at home, and Doosan was really good against KT, but at the same time, it isn't quite that simple as KT had so many times where they were just awful. And when did they catch that? Like when did they get the wins against KT? I didn't have time to figure out what part of the season they played against them. But yeah, so we got 2 outs. We've got a pitching change now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So Lee Young-ha on the mound. Are you in Korea or outside of Korea? All right, Shim Yu-jun outside. If you go to the description of this video, it will tell you SOOPlive.com has the international broadcast rights for the KBO, as that is Mrs. Upstairs. In his career, Shim Yu-jun is hitting, I believe that was 468, 467 against Lee Young-ha. Lee Young-ha did pitch in yesterday's game. This is so annoying that they don't update anything. Pitch in yesterday's game that one is ripped foul into the netting behind the old whle zone, and it's 1-1 or 1-2. 1-1. Lee Young-ha yesterday, 0.2 innings, 14 pitches, 7 for strikes, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. Oh, here comes the 1-1 pitch. And the 1-1 pitch coming up. Number 9 hitter, runners on first and second, and that misses Upstairs. 2-1. On deck is the number 1 hitter, Kim Min-hyuk. So this will turn the lineup over. They're the 4th best team in the league. I think this year was a bad year for most teams, as their record this year would have barely made them in the playoffs last year, as that misses, and it's 3-1. They have some very good players, but Doosan is missing their best player. And when you don't have your best player for the playoffs, it's kind of a little difficult. And here we go, the 3-1 pitch coming up. Runner on first is Oh Yoon-suk. On second is Oh Yoon-suk. Runner on first is Bae Jung-dae. Plenty of speed, and that's fouled away, and that's going to be a full count. 10 teams. KT is the newest team. They started the season. They started in the league in 2015. They've already won a championship since they've started. NC started in 2013, I believe. They also won a championship already. And Doosan, here comes the pitch. Ball 4, just like yesterday. He walks somebody, and now the bases are loaded, ladies and gentlemen. I really don't. I do not trust, again, I do not trust the Doosan manager. I don't trust him to put the right people in the right situations. They also have an older team, as we'll get another pitching change here. Again, now we'll go to a lefty. And another pitching change, ladies and gentlemen. Luckily, I'm here to tell you all about him. Coming in now will be another guy that pitched yesterday. Like I said earlier, the Doosan really was saved because of Balazovic yesterday, where he pitched 4 innings. But, man, they still ran through a bunch of guys in the bullpen. They do have the best bullpen as far as ERA. But if you watched my show, they have the 5th best whip for a bullpen, which means they were getting a lot of guys on base. They just weren't scoring. So, how's that going to work? It's one thing to have that, during the regular season, but then you get into the playoffs where you're actually playing really good teams all the time, and things change. Lee Byung-hun. Oh, yeah. All right. Lee Byung-hun, 77 games, 65.1 innings, 6 wins, 1 loss, 22 holds, 1 save, 289 ERA, 57 strikeouts, 37 walks, 3 home runs given up, 256 batting average against, and a 1.45 whip from the left-hander. They bring in the left-hander to face Kim Min-hyuk. Kim Min-hyuk. But Lee Byung-hun yesterday pitched 0.1 innings. He threw 6 pitches, 2 of them for strikes, walked a batter. And we've got a pinch hitter. Moonsong Chol will pinch hit here to bring in a righty, and they have countered the lefty-lefty matchup. We'll see what happens here, as that's in there for a strike. Yeah, sure. So, Moonsong Chol pinch hitting here for Kim Min-hyuk. Kim Min-hyuk, a left fielder who hits 350 on the season. And the second pitch is upstairs, 1-1. Lee Byung-hun yesterday came in and walked a guy. The first pitcher that they had just now out of the bullpen came in yesterday and walked a batter. So, what is going to happen here? And that is popped up. Center fielder over, under it. And that is 3 away. Leaves the bases loaded. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you lose some games. Ouch. We'll have some changes defensively. Very impressive catch. All the way over. And then stuck his hand up with his glove, and it came into there. Very Benny the Jet Rodriguez Sandlot-esque. Just stick your glove up in the air, right? Let's see, shall we? That's the first time anybody's had a runner on in scoring position all day. There you go, Sparkle. I love it. 10 cents. If I ever were to... I do. I really do. What are we at? An hour? No. Hour and 19 minutes right now. There's no way the rest of it is 2.5 hours. as its fall. All right, El Capitan steps in. Now, I will talk about this. This is where Doosan needs to be able to put some pressure on Benjamin. Benjamin has been sitting now for 30 minutes. He's only thrown 49 pitches, but that's in there for a strike. This is the time. What happens? Jung Jun Young will take over in left field. Jung Jun Young. I believe Rojas and him switch is what I think I heard them say. Double check here. Yep. Rojas will move to left. Jung Jun Young will go over and play the right field. Yep, Doosan's up. As there goes the single. Like I said, this is where it matters. Where they've been sitting for a long time. Pitcher's been sitting for a long time. It's cool out now. It's in the teens. Maybe, yeah, it's got to be in the teens. And this is where they usually struggle in the KBO. After sitting for a while, coming back out, Yang Sung-won gets himself a hit, his first hit of the series. And that's going to bring up Kang Seung-ho. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. And love it. Here come the bunts. Kang Seung-ho 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout. It's runner on first, nobody out, and they're going to bunt. Chevy Chase over there at third base giving the signs. Wang Jae-gyun up in the grass as he pulls the bat back, and it's ball 2. Gotta love the runner on first, nobody outs bunts as the number 6 batter in the lineup is gonna to bunt so that the 7, 8, and 9 hitters can somehow come up with the hits, but they're batting in the 7th, 8th, and 9th spot in the lineup. Gotta love manager's minds as he decides he's just going to swing. And fouls that straight back. Still think that guy looks like Chevy Chase. I'm saying it. He is the Korean Chevy Chase. All right, the 2-1 pitch. That's going to be a chopper. Wang Jae-gyun grabs it, but has to go to first. And what a way. They do the same thing that they would have done if they would have bunted, but at least this way they tried to get themselves a hit. Wang Jae-gyun was going on the pitch. That's why he wasn't able to hit into the double play. Luckily for Doosan, he was on the move. Otherwise, that would have been a 5-4-3 double play. What are you guys talking about, teens? And that's in there for a strike. 0-1. All right, Hog Young-min, 5-3 ground out in his first at-bat. And that's going to be a single through the hole. Rojas is going to come up throwing. They're going to go home. Rojas out at home. Why the hell did you send him with Rojas in left and a slow ground ball through? Good Lord, was that a stupid send? Chevy Chase. Must have been comedy hour at the Doosan third base corner. Good Lord, was that dumb? And KT is celebrating the fact that Doosan's coaching staff just made the worst send of KBO history. Good Lord, was that dumb? Rojas is like, yeah, I'm surprised he threw the ball. He was probably thinking, oh my God, are they, I would have freaked out because I was like, they got to be that dumb? Wow. Wow, was that a bad send? The realization on their face when they realized how bad that send was. Oh my Lord, that was awful. Well, now we've got Hog Young Min standing over at second, and Kim Jae-yeon. And did he go? He went. What an enthusiastic call there by the first base umpire. He's going to throw his shoulder out with that. A third base coach is telling him to think. Well, you should have thought before you sent that guy. Benjamin throws 146, which is low 90s. Or average is 146. As that is right at 146 and right at the top of the zone. And it's 0-2. It depends. Like Benjamin, left-hander, he's throwing 146, which is like 92 from the left side, as that misses. Roberto, you gotta watch my preview show, man. They sent him when he had the ball. Wow. The replay makes it look even worse, as that's in the dirt. 2-2 now. Man. Like, Rojas had the ball and he sent it, and you're sending your first baseman. It's not like you're sending a second baseman or a shortstop. You're sending the guy that's doesn't move. Wow. All right, the 2-2 pitch, 2 outs, runner on second, and foul to right. Stays 2-2. Oh my Lord. I still cannot believe that he sent him. You tried to bunt to get him in scoring position, and then when you get a single, you send him on that. Wow. All right, Benjamin now, the 2-2 pitch, 2 outs, runner on seconds, and that's going to be a chopper right back to Benjamin. Jumps, throws, jumps to catch it at first, and that is 3 away. And we will go to the 5th. But first, we'll take a little break as it's time to stretch. I'll be back in just a few minutes, ladies and gentlemen.
Fried chicken. Fried chicken. Fried chicken. Give me fried chicken. Baby, it's all that I want to take me through the day. Give me fried chicken. I want it bona fide, southern fried. Tennessee, guaranteed, it's okay with me. I want it hot, deep fried, I'm on the Memphis side. Hot wings, hot thighs, all southern fried. It all sounds heavenly, this on-time recipe. It's fried chicken, it's finger licking. The time is ticking, so cook some southern food for me. A bucket just for me, this won't feed a family. It's all I want, all I need, just make hastily. Give me fried chicken. Baby, it's all that I want to take me through the day. Give me fried chicken. I want it bona fide, southern fried. Tennessee, guaranteed, it's okay with me. I want it hot, deep fried, I'm on the Memphis side. Hot wings, hot thighs, all southern fried. It all sounds heavenly, this old-time recipe. It's fried chicken, it's finger licking, time is ticking. So cook some southern food for me, a bucket just for me. This won't feed a family, it's all I want, all I need, just make hastily. Fried chicken, fried chicken, fried chicken. Give me fried chicken. Baby, it's all that I want to take me through the day. Give me fried chicken. I want it bona fide, southern fried. Give me fried chicken. Baby, it's all that I want to take me through the day. Give me fried chicken. I want it bona fide, southern fried. Fried chicken. Fried chicken. Fried chicken.
잠시입니다.
Uh-oh.
양석환 선수가 홈에서 아웃당하면서 스코어보드에 계속해서 0만 이어지고 있습니다. TV가 엇갈린 양석환 선수가 홈에서 아웃을 당했고 노아 선수
All right, so there we go. Stuff's shut down, and I'm pretty sure that you guys just listened to a couple seconds of the actual broadcast. Hopefully they don't shut me down for that. All right, so we're back, and Rojas leads things off, looks at ball one. Lee Byung-hyun still out there. Well, yeah, the fried chicken song. It was a fantastic song, right? Fried chicken, fried chicken. Well, it really wasn't. So, just a sec here is the 1-0 pitch to Rojas, and that is ripped into the corner. That's probably going to be two. Rojas on his horse. And is going to be into second with a leadoff double. Normally, that was the regular stretch. But if you remember, they changed it for, because it was so hot that they added a minute or two for the other stretch. So now we're at a regular one, which is like 2.5, 3 minutes, something like that. But Rojas leads off the 6th inning, the second half of the game, with a double, and that's going to bring up Jong Sung-woo, who's 1 for 2. And do they bunt here? That is the question. This is the KBO. Yeah, KT is up. All right, Jong Sung-woo, number 22. And that's in the dirts. 1-0. In the series, he is hitting 400 yesterday. 1 for 3 today. 1 for 1. Or sorry, 1 for 2 yesterday. 2 strikeouts, a single, a walk. Today, a single and a ground ball to the pitcher who took it himself. And that is lifted into the gap. Right fielder going back in front of the warning track. He'll grab it. Rojas will tag up and move over. A productive out as Rojas is now 90 feet away from home with the number 4 and 5 hitters coming up. SOOPlive.com, SOOPlive.com. If you look into 8590, if you look in the description of this video, it'll tell you. It kind of gives the directions for you. Yeah, most of them from the right side are throwing 145, which is low 90s, 145 average. Left-handed 140, which is 87 or so. But they just throw so much off-speed stuff, though. But here comes Kong Bae Ko, and he rips that foul, and it's 0-1. Yeah, I mean, I'm not hitting it. I mean, I couldn't hit that. If I could have hit a fastball, I would have. I wouldn't be broadcasting baseball. All right, Rojas over at third, a leadoff double and a fly ball to right. Kong Bae Ko looks at ball 1, 1-1. Big moment here. 0 for 2 on the day. He's hitting 400 in this series. Struck out looking in his first at-bat. 6-3 ground out in his next one. And the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-2. 1-2. I wonder if it was the old left-hander for Doosan. Was he a chubby dude? I mean, it's like Jamie Moyer. I mean, he pitched. How long did he pitch in the MLB? He wasn't throwing anything near gas. All right, the 1-2. That's going to be a ground ball through the drawn in infield, and KT takes the 1-0 lead on the RBI single by the KTDH. And Rojas called out in his first at-bats with a interference call, playing the game under protest. But Kong Bae Ko comes up with another single, his third single of this series, second RBI of the series. And they are pumped. But they still have some more baseball to play, ladies and gentlemen. O.J. Hill steps in now, looks at ball 1. 1 run now. KT has scored all 5 runs in this series, all via the RBI singles. There's only been 2 extra base hits in the entire series so far. O.J. Hill, the 1-0 pitch outside at 2-0. Lee Byung-hyun out on the mound, does not look like he's got it. He definitely looks like he is upset. And I mean, the guy's 21 years old. Just gave up the go-ahead run in the playoffs. All right, to the 2-0 pitch. checks over on Kong Bae Ko, who makes one step over. And there you go, Sparkle. You better keep brushing your teeth if you want KT to win and double that 10 cents up. As he checks over on Kong Bae Ko once again. Big spot here. Big spot. And that's inside 3-0. On deck is Oyun Suk. Oyun Suk singled in his last at bat. Oh, definitely. 100%. All right, the 3-0 pitch in there for a strike, 3-1. Oh yeah, and but Spargo, that toothbrush is just all broken and beat to hell because they don't want to change it, because if they change the toothbrush, it changes it. It no longer works. As that's in there for a strike also, and we've got ourselves a full count now. OJL led off last inning with a 4-3 ground out. He's sitting in deck now, or sitting in the batter's box now with a full count. 1 run is in, 1 runner on first. Kong Bae Ko, they are holding him close at first, which means he's got plenty of room over there, but he is gonna ship it right to the center fielder, and 2 away. I couldn't get my words out there. Still learning to talk. Yeah, Ace. 1-0. All right. Do we got a pitching change here or something? Because, yeah. We're going to get a right-hander coming in. Kim Kong-yul will come in now. Kim Kong-yul steps in. Alrighty. Pitching change here. Kim Kong-yul will step in. Again, all of these pitchers for Doosan pitched in yesterday's game, which isn't too big of a deal, but some guys just really don't pitch well when they pitch in 2 straight games. Obviously, you can't tell the coach that, but so Kim Kong-yul, 3 ERA on the season. Yesterday's game, he pitched fantastic. 1 inning, 13 pitches, 6 of them for strikes, but no hits, no walks, no runs, and so 53 games, 42 innings, 2 wins, 2 losses, 12 holds, 1 save, 3 ERA, 33 strikeouts, 23 walks, 1 home run given up, 255 batting average against, and a 1.48 whip for the right-hander. He is a senior citizen. Born in 1988, so that would make him 36. That is old for the old KBO these days. But Doosan is an older team. Jung Soo-bin, Kim Jae-ho, Kim Jae-won, Yang Sung-won, all older. Thank you, Kanan. I hope I said that right. Kanan? All right, Oh Yoon Suk, 1 for 2 on the day with a single in his last at bat. Looks at ball one upstairs, and it's 1-0. Yesterday, Oh Yoon Suk, 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts, 1 for 4 now on this series. All right, the 1-0 pitch and fouled away, 1-1. Da, 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 da. Warming up is Hong Gun Hee. He also pitched in yesterday's game. Who the heck are they going to have pitch? Man, that just catches the outside. I love this umpire's call. He's like, put to the side. Let me. It's like he's doing some interpretive dance behind home plate, channeling his Frank Drebin. All right, the 1-2 pitch sets way up in the other batter's box and doesn't go because it's high and way outside. It's like watching Hanwha pitch in the playoffs, something some of you will never ever get to experience. All right, the 2-2 pitch, 2 outs, runner on first, 1 run in so far, and fouls that away. It stays 2-2. We were at 3:19 with starting the bottom of the 5th. We are now 30 minutes into this, and we've almost gone an inning. Benjamin again sitting for a very, very, very long time. All right. The 2-2 pitch sets up on the outside again. Goes after it. Lifts that one to right. Going over. Jo Soo-hang in foul territory. Jumps on the wall. I don't know what happened because nobody can see it. And he is hurt. He jumps with his... He's grabbing his wrist. And it looks like his wrist probably jammed right into that padding. He is laying down on the ground as he is holding on to his wrist. He was running straight left into the wall over in right field. And with the camera, you couldn't really see anything. All you could see was he jumped. And obviously, I don't think he made the catch. But he did not make the catch because they're still standing out there on... But they are going to have to change. They're saying no way. Looks like, he is done. Either jammed or broke. One of the two. Oh. So yeah, he jumped kind of. Again, we can't see anything. Good Lord, Cameron people. As they are holding it as he walks off of the field. So moving into right field will be Yu Chan. All right, Oh Yoon Suk now still up there. The 2-2 pitch, runner on first still. And that's a strikeout looking, but there is not much enthusiasm anywhere near a Doosan uniform as they get a run on a leadoff double, fly ball to right, and a single by Kang Bae Ko. They don't do anything after that, but 1-0 going to the bottom of the 6th. Doosan is now down two of their starters, as Yang Yiji is not able to swing a bat, and now Josu Hang is also done for the season, looks like. That's look like it hurts. All right, and Yu-chan will lead things off. It's thrown out there into right field, and then he will come and lead off the next inning. Yeah. Rough game for Doosan. And Benjamin, first pitch in there for a strike. Again, don't know. Sometimes they just come back so late that it's so difficult to know what's going on. But big swing and a miss there. 0-2. .64 pitches through the first 5 innings for Benjamin. He's quickly ahead here, 0-2, as he is, again, another 30-minute break, basically, as that's in the dirt, 1-2. Yeah, last inning that he pitched in the 5th inning, he had a very long break as they were changing pitchers. And a single, and then a 5-3 ground out moved him to seconds. Then the worst send in KBO history, as that is outside, 2-2. Rojas throws out Yang Sung-wan at home, and then a 1-3 ground out to end the 5th. Then he sat for about 30 minutes or so again. Yang Yiji up and moving around, but as that misses inside, and that's going to be a full count. Benjamin has had 2 full counts today, both of them to the number 9 hitter. Different number 9 hitters here is, again, Yu-chan took over for Josu Hang, who just went down with that wrist injury, as that's going to be ripped but foul. And that's going to be right back to Benjamin. Grabs it, the toss, and 1 away. Cuevas laughing at the toss. He tossed that and and water. Got to stay hydrated and got to keep the energy up for these 3-hour games. Is again, Benjamin even laughing at himself because he literally just tossed it from the pitcher's mound to first base. Well, for me though, I live in Korea, so it's 3:55. Yeah, 3:54 right now p.m. All right, the 1-0 pitch. So Jung Soo-bin 0 for 2 on the day, 6-4 ground outs, and a ground ball to the pitcher in his first at bats. 1-1 now on Whereabouts are you? I assume either the U.S. or good old Canada, as that catches the bottom of the zone. 1 and 2. Jung Subin, not an easy guy to strike out. You can get 2 strikes on him, but it's real difficult to get that third one. And that's a chopper back to the pitcher. This time he decides to throw the ball, and this is going to be 2 down. Oh, man. There are so many fantastic batting stances. There are so many fantastic batting stances in the KBO. Jung Subin, he chokes up so much on the bats, which is strange because before, in seasons before, he used to have this big knob on the end of the bats that he would stick his hand on the bottom of. But lately, at least this season, I haven't seen it. As Kim Jae-ho looks at ball 1. One of my favorite songs right here, Kim Jae-ho. Oh, Kim Jae-ho. Oh, Kim Jae-ho. Because it never stops. It just keeps going and going. And that's going to be a ground ball. Third baseman stabs it, grabs it, throws it, and that is 3 away. 1, 2, 3 once again, and we will go to the 7th inning. KT's up 1-0. No. I'm from America. I'm American. I just live in. I've been here for 11 years. So I'm a season ticket holder to Hanwha. I live a few blocks from the stadium, so I know the KBO pretty well. So I decided after, you guys had your whatever it was, your ESPN broadcast that everybody complained about. So I decided to do my own broadcast that didn't suck. All right, so let's see. Leading things off is going to be the third baseman that just made that play. We should be coming back here, but they still got a bunch of advertisements going. Oh, Kim Jae-ho. Let's see here. We got big time game coming in. Out on the mound, is it still Kim Gong-yul? Yes, it is. No need to vacation, just come and hang out for a season. Wong Jae-gyun steps in and looks at ball 1. Kim Gong-yul is still out there on the mound. 7 pitches in the last inning. Wong Jae-gyun 0 for 2 on the day with a fly out to right, a fly out to left. 0 for 3 yesterday, and that's going to be a fly ball. Right fielder Yu Chan under it, and 1 away. Korea is really small, man. Korea is about the size of Ohio. And everything is connected from with high-speed trains. I've been to every stadium in KBO, and I just go for the day. I just go before the game, watch the game, and then come home on the bullet train right after the game. And Bae Jung-dae looks at strike 1 up at the top of the zone, 0-1. Bae Jung-dae, a single in his last at-bats. Was stranded over at second as they left the bases loaded, and that's way up high. 1-1. 1 for 2 today. Strikeout in his first at bat, a single in his second. And the 1-1 pitch, that's gonna drop down, and it's gonna might be 2. Nope, he's gonna stay over at first, and KT has got another base runner, ladies and gentlemen. Bae-jung Dae has some speed. It didn't roll in the grass. It's almost like the grass is like super wet, and it kind of just stopped. A little inside-out swing, sends it over to right field. Drops it just past the infield dirts. Yu-chan grabs it, but bobbles it. Kim Tae-kyun warming up in the bullpen. He is the Doosan closer. They figure, hell, if we can't score any runs, we might as well send our 19-year-old Rookie of the Year. I'll do every playoff game. Yeah, I'll do all the playoff games. Well, you do know that this is the only game of the day, right? It's the playoffs. 1 game per day now. All right, here comes the first pitch. Shim Yoo-jun looks at strike 1. 0-1. 0 for 1 on the day. 4-3 ground out in the first at-bat. Walked in his second at-bat. Yesterday, he was also 0 for 3 with a walk. He digs in just past the circle of the grass. But, yeah, so tomorrow will be no games as it's a travel day. Then Saturday and Sunday, I'm speaking Korean time. Saturday and Sunday will both be games. Day off on Monday, then Tuesday, Wednesday, day off, and then Friday. As the 0-1 pitch pops him up, throws the mask off, but into the camera well as Yang Sung-won jumps into the gigantic camera on a ball that was 6 feet from him, and now he is hurt. I have not watched a Major League Baseball game since opening day when the Dodgers and Padres played here in Korea. I quit watching the MLB. The MLB time doesn't match very well with mine, and the Cardinals suck. So I spend too much time with the KBO now. I want to see that camera. There we go.
너무 감사합니다.
So Donghyun, 고마워요. All right, the 0-2 pitch. Sorry, after that foul ball that took forever. And pops that one up, and they're not going to give chase to that one, and it stays 0-2. Man. The last time I watched a Cardinals game, I believe, was actually, it was, I just randomly turned on a Cardinals game and watched Pujols up to bats and watched him hit number 700. That was the last Cardinals game I watched. All right, the 0-2 pitch. And outside, 1-2. So I have a question for all of you guys watching. There's about 35, 40 of you guys watching right now. Do you guys notice, if you guys are, maybe you're listening to my English stream, but you're watching the actual game, do you notice that all of the balls and strikes are called by a robot umpire? Is there any possible way that you would be able to tell that by watching the game? Is what I would love to know. All right, here comes the 1-2 pitch to Shim Yu Jun, the number 9 hitter, and that's a swing and a miss upstairs. We'll get you a little bear roar, sir. Two down now, or still a runner over on first. That big swing and a miss there. That's gonna bring up. We'll see if we get a pinch hitter here. We had a pinch hitter last time, and he had was it Jung Jun Young step in to play right field. Yep, he'll stay in and hit, but it's the first to check over and. Bae Jung Dae, the throw over to first, it drops it, and then Yang Sung Won drops that also. And now Bae Jung Dae is hurt as he is bent over, grabbing himself over at second base. The throw over to first was wild. It went off into the... It just wasn't able to catch it. Then he just kind of belly flopped on the slide. And then Yang Sung Won over at first tries to pick up the ball, but then drops it again, so that he's not able to throw him out at second. And yeah, the wheels are falling off the bear bus as Jung Jun Young steps in 226 on the season, first at bat of this series, and looks at ball one. "5'4" pitcher. Now, all the pitchers in this league are at least, 5'9", 5'10". All right, the 1-0 pitch misses, and that's 2-0. Yes. The guy warming up, Kim Tae-kyun. Kium Doo shortest. A pitcher? A pitcher for Kium, who's 5. I'm going through right now. Everybody is over 6 foot that I've checked so far. Now, there are some super short guys, but they're not pitchers. Like, the center fielder for Samsung is like 5'5", but he's so fast. Kim Ji-chan is his name. That's misses upstairs, and it's 3-0 now. Jung Jun Young. I think Doosan is mentally out of this game at this point, as that's in there for strike 3-1. They're missing their, they're missing their lifeblood. They're missing their, even though he's not the captain, he is the man. They're missing Yang E.G. He's in the dugout, but that is massively different than being back behind the plates and being active in the game. The 3-1 pitch outside, ball 4. And they've got runners on first and second. I didn't think they were that good of a team. Again, I really think that Kia, Samsung, and LG are in a completely different class. I think KT is closer to LG and Samsung than they are to Doosan. No problem, Jay. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, Doosan, they just, again, here comes Kim Tae-kyun. If you watch the preview show, this is the guy that I was talking about. He's 19 years old. He's going to be the Rookie of the Year. I mean, very few questions about that. He's probably, yeah. Yeah, so I will say this: the KBO umpires were so bad. Like, if you watch them, even just the regular stuff, they're still really bad. They don't really know the rules. They've gone to KBO umpiring school or whatever. And yeah, they just they're just not good. And I want to say 2 years ago, maybe it was 3 years ago. Everything runs together at this point. Watching this league, they actually decided to widen the strike zone. Real quick though, Kim Tae-kyun, 60 games, 65 innings, 3 wins, 2 losses, 4 holds, 19 saves, 2.08 ERA, 78 strikeouts, 35 walks, 2 home runs given up, 216 batting average against, and a 1.26 whip. This was the 19-year-old that I was talking about in my preview video, that I was really wanting to see how he did, especially, in this game in front of the home crowd. He pitched really well in September whenever Doosan was still not quite set in the playoffs. So we'll see how he does here. But yeah, they actually widened the strike zone. And it was basically this flattened out part, and then the strike zone literally went, and I'm not even joking about this. Like, I'm not exaggerating at all. It went from one batter's box inner line to the inside of the other batter's box line. That's how wide it was. And so it was just so bad. Like, you would have them framing everything. And it was so difficult to watch. But now, I mean, it is fantastic. Every day is the same. That is strike 147 right down the old middle. He will ramp it up to 150 or so. But yeah, the KBO umpires, they're not very good. They don't really focus on the rules. They don't know the rules and how to implement the rules very well. But with the robo umpires, it's so much better. That one's 150, but way out of the zone. 1-1 to Rojas. Rojas with that big leadoff double last inning came around to score after the fly ball to right field moved him to third, and then came home on the Kang Baek-ho single. As that is low. Did he go? He did. The third base, the umpires are not happy with Rojas today. They got him with a interference call. Yeah, he went. Kim Jae-un. Yep. It's just like on the scoreboard. Maybe you're watching, or listening, but yeah. All right, the 1-2 way upstairs. Kim Jae-woon. $171. No idea. I don't know if I've ever seen him. As that 2-2 pitch is fouled away. I live in Daejeon, which is where Hanwha plays. Yeah, so I'm a Hanwha season ticket holder.
너무 감사합니다.
Kim Do-hyung, 고마워요. Yeah, I live a few blocks from Hanwha Stadium. I am a season ticket holder. I've been a season ticket holder for, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 years or something like that. I've been going to games there for 11 seasons now. But the 2-2 pitch to Rojas just misses outside. And we've got another full count here. Top of the 7th, runner on first, runner on second. Rojas in the batter's box, looks at ball 3, 3-2 counts. Rojas 2. Ooh, he golfs it. I never realized this, but Rojas cups his fingers like he's golfing as he fouls that one away on the check swing and stays 3-2. You know, you golf, you usually lock the pinky and yeah, he locks his finger and pinky when he. I mean, yeah. So one thing is in Korea, each like little area is known for certain foods. Like you go to Jeonju and you get bibimbap. You go to Yasu and you get seafood. You go to like each little like you go to Chuncheon and you get tteokgalbi. Each little section is like really known for certain foods. You go to the West Coast and you get certain foods. You go to the East Coast, you get certain foods. You go to the mountains, you get certain foods. So each little area is known for, you know, very, very specific foods. But everybody, it's so small that, you know, anywhere is that's a big swing and a miss. As that went right, I think he might have clipped the glove, or clipped the bats, but leaving 2 more on. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th. KT hanging on to that 1-0 lead as they leave 2 more on base. They have left 7 on base so far, including 6 in the last 3 innings. Yeah, I got it right. Big time strikeout from Kim Tae-kyun. He'll stay out there. I assume Benjamin will still come back out. It's crazy because Benjamin, you know, 77 pitches through 6 innings, but he keeps having these 30-minute breaks. I bet he forgets that he's even playing. Like, I feel like he's you know, he's playing, he's pitching, and then he's like, I gotta go pitch again. I gotta go pitch again, because he just he keeps having these 30-minute breaks in between. As KT is getting base runners, you got injuries, you got another injury, you got a stoppage, you got a pitching change. So he is definitely not going to be you know, worn out from having to go back and forth real quick. All right, we should be coming back. We'll see. There we go, just in time. Benjamin facing Jared, and that's ball 1. Jared Young is 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout looking and a ground ball to OJ Hill over at first base, and the 1-0 pitch. And that's in there for a strike. 1-1. And that just clips the bottom of the zone. Jared is not happy. One thing I have noticed is specifically the foreigners who come in halfway through, they are not used to the strike zone and everything yet. So just clips the edge of the strike zone, and yeah, they really are not used to, and they don't really know the KBO strike zone, because again, the strike zone, if you were to follow, it's based on like the MLB rules, you know, from the bottom of the kneecap to whatever the bottom of the letters or the top of the letters or who knows exactly what it is. It's a square because it goes over the plate to that part. But what happens is a lot of people don't think about this is most of the strike zones the umpires call kind of round. But with the KBO, because it's robotic and because it's based on, the actual going straight up. 아니요. 근데 한국에 써요. 근데 김도영 어떤 팀 좋아해요? As that is outside 1-2. So Kim Jae-won 0 for 2 on the day. He's struck outs once in a 4-3 ground out. And that's going to be a 4-3 putouts. And 2 away now in the bottom of the 7th as Benjamin just keeps flying through. He's got 2 down in the bottom of the 7th. He's only at 85 pitches. Go Young-pyo is warming up in the KT bullpen. Again, in my preview show, I feel like I keep saying this, and I'm not trying to... 왜요? 대구에서요? All right, first pitch, Yang Sung-won in there for a strike. All right, so, I forgot what I was trying to say. Oh, I'm not trying to keep broadcasting my my preview show. I'm just it's like the things I keep talking about in them just seem to be happening. They are a little bit smaller, but the seams are a little bit taller. And I believe they're a tighter wound also. They are a little bit different. Just as that's a big swing and a miss there, as now Benjamin throws his hands up just like Cuevas on yesterday, and that is going to be the end of the 7th. Big time Benjamin. Big game Benjamin. I think I probably have a couple baseballs back here. All right. So I got 2 baseballs here. I got the KBO ball here and Major League Baseball here. Maybe. Can I open these? Do I know how to open these? There we go. If you look, I don't know if you guys can see, the seams are a little bit smaller. They're not up as high on this one as the KBO ball. And again, this KBO ball is the 40th anniversary, so it's a little bit older. It's not I don't think it's the current ball. This is just an MLB practice ball from the Home Run Derby X that I went to a couple years ago. Watched some Andre Gonzalez hang out. Get these back in the right spot. That one is not actually from a game ball. That's from the Home Run Derby X. This is from the old Soul series this year, as that's first pitch is in there for a ball. Kim Tae-kyun is still out there. Yeah, so the Soul series from this season, as that's just catches the bottom of the zone, and that's 1-1. I will say that if you search for the Soul series, there was an announcer, I don't know what her name was, but God, that was an ugly swing. But she went through and showed the difference between the MLB ball and the KBO ball, because when the KBO teams played the MLB teams, they used their own ball when they were pitching. So she went through and she showed and explained all of the differences, as that's a big swing and a miss. My Bears sound effects. That one Doosan Bears cheerleader does not look like she is having fun. She is not cheering and being cheery. Kim Tae-kyun, big 2 strikeouts so far. 2 batters, 2 strikeouts, and he is going to face Kang Bae-ko now. Kang Bae-ko, first pitch, catches the bottom of the zone, 150. I live in Korea. Yeah, so because the seams are a little bit higher, it should be able to spin, and oh, that was right off with the mask. More importantly is it should break more, because the seams are higher, so they're going to be able to grab, the wind is going to grab those seams and it's going to break more. No wife, no Korean, just me. As the 0-2 pitch goes, slaps that one right back up the middle as he throws the bat out, and Kim Tae-kyun ducks down as he almost gets taken out of the game via a headshot right off the bat from Kang Bae-ko. 2 strikes, throws the bat out with one hand, just gets enough on it, barrels it right back at the pitcher, as the pitcher drops down onto the ground, lays down, realizes he probably should have just caught that instead of letting it fly past him. And now we've got a runner on first. Second time on day for Kang Bae-ko. We had 2 singles yesterday, 2 singles today. LG fan? Or was it MCB or some MBC at that point? That's 1-0. Hey, I don't know. That's right? The MBC was the original, I think the original guys, right? That's why LG has the yellow thunder sticks, the boom, boom, bang, bang, annoying things, to channel the yellow from them, I believe. I still haven't figured out why Kia has the yellow. All right, the 1-1 pitch, Kim Tae-kyun, 17 pitches, 18 pitch, OJL over 3 with a NBC, M, right? M. All right, the 1-1 pitch, 1 out, way upstairs, 2-1. We'll see how much longer they leave him out there. As right on cue, they show the old pitch counts. More than 20 pitches, and he really starts to struggle. Oh, yeah. Welcome, Royal. as that's a big swing and a miss there. 2-2. Yeah, can you explain why Kia uses yellow when it's never been part of their colors? I always ask this. I never get a good answer. Okay, 2, and that's way outside. 3-2. OJL 3-2 count. Last at bats, flew out to center field with Kong Ko on first. Here he's got a second chance. That was in the 6th. This is the 8th. You can say that. I can't say that. All right, the 3-2 pitch. And that's going to be a ground ball. He goes to first. Yang Sung-won isn't able to field it cleanly. It bounces. Second baseman is able to grab it and throw him out at first. So that's going to go down as a 3-4-3 putout. Kong Ko should have let it hit him. I'm from Missouri. Yeah, if Kong Ko lets it hit him there, they're both safe. Actually, not too far from there. Before I moved to Korea, I was actually working right by the stadium, MU Stadium, and that's big swing and a miss. Oh Yoon-suk struck out looking at his last at bats. 1 for 3 on the day with a single. And here comes the 0-1 pitch. Pops that one foul. 0-2. Me? Absolutely not. Kia is the Yankees of the KBO, as that's way outside. Good to watch some Hanwha baseball whenever KT and Doosan are playing. 0-2 pitch, right-handed batter, right-handed pitcher. 0-2 pitch, throws it in the other batter's box as they set up on the line of the other batter's box. Good to watch the KBO 0-2 pitch as they slaps the bat out, and that's going to be out number 3 on the fly ball to right. That'll be the end of the 8th for KT. I will be right back. Well, yeah, I've been a Hanwha season ticket holder since 2018. Unfortunately, I continue to waste my money by throwing it away to Hanwha. Go Young Pyo out on the mound, 18 games, 100 innings, 6 wins, 8 losses, 4.95 ERA, as I'll get that switch, as Benjamin is finally done for the day. Another outstanding performance from the KT Foreign Arms. Go Young Pyo, the submariner. They classify them as underarmers in Korea. I always laugh every single time I watch or see that. There's a swing and a miss there. 0-2. Benjamin, his day is done. Final line on him, 7 innings, 88 pitches, 64 for strikes, 3 hits, 6 strikeouts. And the 0-2 pitch outside, 1-2. Go Young Pyo does have plenty of games of starts on the season. He's been coming out of the bullpen as of late, though. So, Kang Seung-oh, 0 for 2 on the day, strikeout and a 5-3 ground out, and that's going to be a ground ball right back to the pitcher, tosses it, and 1 away. Yeah. Yeah, this is actually a Hanwha hat. There you go. But yeah, they'll have a new stadium next year. It definitely will not look like other stadiums. It's actually the Pepe Frog, because Hanwha always loses. It's from the Pepe. It's kind of hard. It makes perfect sense for Hanwha fans. But, yeah, no, Hanwha Stadium will definitely not look like other stadiums. So let me rephrase that as that's a swing and a miss. Yeah, no, Hanwha's got like a 8-meter high green wall in right field. So they copied the Green Monster. And then they're supposed to have an infinity pool, as that's another ground ball to the pitcher, throw, and 2 away. A 1-3 putout and a 1-3 putouts, 2 away in the bottom of the 8th here for KT. Yeah, they're supposed to have an infinity pool in the outfield. So definitely not going to be a cookie cutter stadium. I'll give you guys a picture. I just took a picture the other day of it. Maybe, do I still have it? Yes. As misses there, ball 1. So it's still under construction. This is the stadium as of last weekend. I don't know how they're going to finish it, honestly. I do not know how they're going to get it done on time. But it's 1-1 now here as Doosan playing in Jamshil for another 9 years, or actually they'll only play for a few years, as they're going to get a new stadium also, as that's 1-1 is fouled, nutmegged both of them, as it fouled between the legs of the catcher and the umpire. Unfortunately for Kim Gi-yeon, he does not get 2 points for the 2 nutmegs. And it's 1-2. And fouls that one away. I've only been to 4. I've only been to 4 MLB stadiums. I've been to Busch, I've been to Coors Field, I've been to Kauffman, and I've been to Fenway. As that misses way outside at 2-2. I hated Fenway. I did not like it at all. I do love the things I like about Coors Field is it's a downtown stadium, but there's so much to do downtown in the community around it. So I do like that. A big swing and a miss there. 1-2-3 from Go Young Pyo. And we will go to the ninth inning. Doosan down to their final 3 outs as KT heads to the ninth. They're up 1-0. So which out of those 3, I assume Padres Stadium. I assume San Diego has the best stadium. Da, da, da. Yeah. So the thing I like about Kauffman Stadium or Kansas City is it's the only thing there. So the tailgating, like you cannot touch tailgating for Royals baseball. Like you can't do it. There's just so much room, and there's nothing else there. So everybody has to drive, everybody has to park. So nothing beats tailgating for baseball compared to Kauffman Stadium. I like the thing I like about Busch is outside the stadium. You have Ballpark Village. That there's so much to do in Ballpark Village. I mean, I went to a game. I was back in the States in 2017, and I went to the Red Sox Cardinals game actually, and I went to Ballpark Village afterwards. We ate, and then we watched people ride bulls. Like, there's so much to do. And then again, Rocky Stadium or the Coors Field in Denver is also great because there's lots of restaurants and everything downtown. My favorite thing is, head to a brewery beforehand, as that's ball 1 on the outside to Wang Jae-gyun. Honggun Hee warming back up for Doosan in case Kim Tae-kyun runs into any issues. So a big swing and a miss there on a pitch that's only went about 55 feet. But yeah, I mean, there's all the stadiums have something nice. Fenway, I didn't like. It smelled like piss everywhere. And the 1-1 pitch misses outside at 2-1. Fenway smelled like piss. Half the seats don't even face the actual playing field. Like I was in left field and I was watching the right fielder because they just jam as many seats in as they can. As that is popped up. Kim Gi-yeon under and 1 away. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the guy actually. I'm not. So I went to at Incheon Paradise City. I went to MLB X, Home Run Derby X, a few years ago. Lee Sung-yup was one of the guys, the Korean. It was Lee Sung-yup, Park Yong-taek, Jung Gun-woo, and Kim Tae-gyun were the Korean baseball players. And he's like, I remember at the beginning, he's like, man, I'm the only home run hitter here. We're gonna win. And then he got bumped in the first round, as that just catches the bottom of the zone, 1-1. I believe this is probably gonna be Doosan's Lee Sung-yup's final game if he does not win here. Doosan fans are not happy with him again, as that's going to be a ground ball, and that's his 3rd straight single for Baejung Dae. Yesterday, a single, then he had 4 straight strikeouts into today's game, and now 3 straight singles. So 4 for 8 on the series with 4 singles and 4 strikeouts. St. Louis. Since I'm from Missouri, I know. I know. It's all right. All right. Shimu Jun. How many innings? I assume you mean innings. Top of the ninth right now. 1-0 KT. You must be a Braves fan. All right, the 1-0 pitch. Not going to pitch because he's going to throw back over at Beijing Day. All right, Shimu Jun did walk to load the bases in his second at-bat. Goes down to one knee. And 2 away as that foul ball is caught by the third baseman. 2 away. Yeah, Adam Wainwright should have been a Brave, but you guys let him go whenever he was a Brave. And then he threw the greatest curveball in the history of the MLB to Carlos Beltran, and the rest is history. All right, that's going to bring up Jung Jun Young, who walked in his only at-bat of the day, 0 for 0, but looks at strike one there. All right, the 0-1. And that's upstairs, 1-1. Yeah, I was a St. Louis Cardinals football team, so they lost the team to Arizona. And then yeah, I was never a Rams fan. And the owner of the Rams is obviously not a pleasant individual. The 1-1 pitch, that's check swing of foul, 1-2. Owner of the Rams is it is, man. Yeah, the owner of the Rams is Walmart Money. Actually, you said something about Mizzou earlier. His son played basketball for Mizzou. He's from Columbia. That is lifted into the air. Yu Chan rolling back and catches it. 3 away, and we'll go to the bottom of the ninth. KT up 1-0. And they have stranded more runners on base. They have left runners on base the last 5 innings. They have left 9 on total, 8 of them in the last 5 innings. Oh, yeah. We'll see. It looks like Park Young-hyun was warming up for KT, and again, I'm going to mention my beautiful preview. I talked about this in my preview video. Park Young-hyun, 25 saves on the season, and he's considered one of the best pitchers in the league. As far as that's whatever well-being ranking thing that I really haven't figured out or understand at all. But the thing is he's pitched the last 2 days. He has pitched the last 2 days. Your under 4 is looking fabulous. Austin Dean? I don't know how to put this. I don't know him. Like, I've never talked to him or anything, but we know who each other are. Pak Young-hyun out on the mound, 66 games, 76.2 innings, 10 wins, 2 losses, 25 saves. And again, this is in my preview match. In my preview video. Oh no! Sorry. Oh! I thought you meant Austin Dean. No, I do not know Austin. I just hit the wrong button. So Pak Young-hyun has pitched the last 2 days, gotten a win in the SSG game, and he didn't get a save yesterday, but pitched in yesterday's game to close out the game. All right. But he's pitched the last 2 days. That's the thing. How good is he going to be? All right. That misses outside, 2-1. And he's facing the 9-1-2. So yesterday he got the save, but he gave up a single and a double facing the 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hitters. The 1-2 pitch, that's going to be a chopper. Shortstop grabs it, throws. Out is O.J. Hill with the big boy stretch. It is a good thing O.J. Hill is over there at first, because anybody a little bit shorter, and that is going to be a runner on second with a wild throw. That's a massive, massive out. They've got to review it at this point. Was he off the bag, and is there a camera angle that actually shows it? Oh yeah, he's out. Excellent call by the umpire. If there was going to be a Korean Ohtani, it would be Kang Baek-ho. Kang Baek-ho, was a pretty good pitcher. There's the Korean John Goodman. All right, that's going to bring up the top of the lineup. Jung Soo-bin steps in. I have some Jung Soo-bin music, ladies and gentlemen. We'll let you listen to it. And swings, lifts that one. Right fielder giving chase. Grabs it right in front of the netting. And that's 2 away. They are down to their final at-bats. And it's going to bring up Kim Jae-ho. He did not have much room left. Yes. Oh, so obviously you completely understand all this. But so Hanwha hired the manager from that Olympics, because he was this great manager for the 2008 Olympics, but he never won anything with Doosan. He never won anything with NC. And then he had the Tokyo Olympics that he also did, awful, as that's in there for a strike. So Park Jun-young is in there to pinch hit, not Kim Jae-ho. 226 on the season. As that is crushed. Foul. Yeah, so everybody was like so super stoked about, they got this guy. And I'm like, yeah, the same guy that's never won anything. He won with a team of legendary players in the 2008 Olympics. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Strikeout number 1 on the night. strikeout number 3 to end games in consecutive days. And KT does the impossible. They go from the 5th spots in the league to the victory. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. I called it. Yes, I will be broadcasting the LG KT series, the Samsung series, and the Kia series. I will bring you every single playoff game as long as I possibly can. They'll have a day off tomorrow, and then they will start on Saturday. Saturday and Sunday will be the next 2 games. They'll have a day off, then they'll play on Wednesday and Thursday. I'll get you the times real quick. That doesn't have the times. Does this have the times? Yes. No.
너무
Yes.
감사합니다.
All right. Thank you. I can't read your name because it's on the black background, but thank you. So yeah, I wish I could, but you can watch on SOOPlive. If you're in, if you're outside of Korea, you can watch on SOOPlive. It's the same broadcast I'm watching. But yeah, so they will not have, they'll have the day off tomorrow for a travel day. Then on Saturday and Sunday, they will play at 2 p.m. SOOPlive.com. Zong, if you look in if you look in the description of the video, it'll tell you how to watch. They have SOOPlive is Africa TV. They used to be Africa TV. They rebranded as their global name is now SOOP, SOOPlive, LIVE.com. They have Faker and all those Korean League of Legends guys as their main guys now. So you'll recognize most of it. But yeah, so tomorrow will be a day off. Then 2 o'clock on Saturday and Sunday Korean time. And yeah, so the next 2 games will be Saturday and Sunday at 2 p.m. So those of you watching in the States will easily be able to watch it. I'll broadcast it, stream it in English. And if you are watching on SOOP, you can, it syncs almost perfectly because I'm watching on Korean TV, not a Korean broadcast. So I'm ahead of the Korean broadcast, plus my little delay because I'm using YouTube. Should almost match them up perfectly, and I actually might be a little ahead sometimes. So, but KT does the impossible. They get the victory. They win 4-0 yesterday, and they win 1-0 today. Kong Baeko comes up big with the RBI single past the drawn-in infield. Would have been a single anyway where it was put, so it's not like the drawn-in infield did much. But if you watched my preview, I told you what was going to happen. If you didn't watch my preview, why didn't you watch my preview if you wanted to know how the game was going to turn out? I said this game was going to come down to the bullpens, and in a game with manager decisions, I don't trust the Doosan manager to do anything. And, well, I was right. So, yeah, big game, KT. They are the first team ever to take out the 5 spots, win both games, and then advance to the next round. They will face LG on Saturday in the same stadium they're in right now. They don't even have to do anything. They can just leave their stuff in the locker because Doosan and LG share the same stadium, and since KT is going to be the visitor in both of them. That would be absolutely ridiculous. But yeah, so Doosan eliminated from the playoffs. They will start their vacation. And I will be back tomorrow. Thank you guys for tuning in. I will try my best to get another preview video up. Those of you that want extra help understanding, especially the Korean statistics and stuff that maybe you can't find very easily on your own, should probably check these videos out because I kind of go into some of the important matchups, the key players, the pitching matchups, things like that, things that are of importance to those of you that are trying to make money watching the games. Those of you that aren't, that are just hanging out with me, thank you guys very much. I will be back on Saturday at 2 o'clock for the next game. Thank you guys very much, and until next time.